don't forget to have your bidding hand ready for the live auction and raffle. Proceeds benefit the mission of ending child abuse in the CSRA. So get your tickets today at childenrichmond.org. Live 5 through 6 is weather coverage you can count on.
Thunderstorms are pushing into the CSRA. I'll have the details coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 4, Vice President Kamala Harris hitting the campaign trail as it winds through the Peach State. We are covering her bus tour. Also ahead, South Carolina's governor making a major economic announcement for Aiken County. We'll tell you what's coming to the area. And talking tax rates with the Richmond County School Board, what you need to know as Your News at 4 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brad Means. Thank you for joining us. Jenny is off today. We're going to get to those big stories in just a moment, but first, we want to get a first look at our weather. Meteorologist Miller Hyatt keeping an eye on that. Miller? The Richmond County School Board signing off on a measure that's going to mean more money for schools and an increase on your property tax bill. Isabella Moody has more.
The Board of Education approved the millage rate at its meeting this week. It's a 13.4 increase from the last year. It means the average homeowner will pay about $14 extra a month, or about $167 a year.
We had not changed the millage rate, then we would have had and it stayed the same as it was last year. We would have had a zero increase on anything, but that would have meant that we wouldn't have been able to gain the amount of dollars that it is costing us to do certain things.
The main goal is to give back to the staff, teachers, and bus drivers. The board wants to retain employees and stay competitive with surrounding counties. There was also an increase in health care benefits for the teachers and staff this year.
You always want to pay teachers more because they're the lifeblood of what's going on in the classroom. And anytime that we have an opportunity to do that, we ought to take advantage of it. Not taking advantage of people, taking advantage of what we think is the right thing to do.
Walker says the BOE understands that the prices are going up these days, and that does not make it easier for some to pay this extra money. One homeowner we talked to says he knew this would eventually happen.
Inflation being what it is, expect the millage rate to follow suit.
I don't pretend to discount the fact that that just adds on top of everything else that's being increased. You know, all you have to do, you don't even have to turn on the television. It's everywhere.
The ultimate goal is to create a great environment for the children.
I would like to think that at the end of the day, that it's going to benefit the kids in the school, because that's who it should benefit.
Isabella Moody reporting for us. Big changes are happening to the Children's Hospital of Georgia. They're going to renovate the lobby. Crews will be painting, putting in a new floor and ceiling tiles, and getting rid of a big fountain. That fountain hasn't worked in 15 years. All part of an effort to make the environment the best it can be for the children.
That's probably the most precious patient we take care of, and parents coming in a high level of anxiety, they don't want to walk into an environment where they're not feeling like they're coming to get the best care. And I don't think we quite represented that. So our goal is to deliver world-class health care to every person every time. And if you don't start with the environment that you're walking into, it can raise the anxiety level even higher.
That project's going to cost about $2 million. It'll take them 6 months. The lobby, the first floor elevator, and traffic circle will all be closed starting today. To find out where you can access the hospital and the Chick-fil-A on the first floor, go to WJBF.com. Glasscock County is making the safety of student drivers a top priority. They had a safe driving summit at the Consolidated School today. The Department of Transportation and Sheriff's Office and the LUTC 43 Foundation put it on. In fact, this morning the founder of 43 talked about his son who died while in the car with a drunk driver. A local World War II veteran is getting a big honor from his hometown, and you'll be able to notice it pretty much every time you drive. Here's Bria Smith.
This is the very street named after Luciano Louis C. Graziano, after forging a path of service in the U.S. Army, and he was named the last living eyewitness of Germany's formal surrender.
To live 101 years is quite the accomplishment, but nearly 80 years ago, Master Sergeant Louis Graziano was a part of history. As a part of General Dwight D. Eisenhower's staff, Graziano witnessed the German surrender that took place at the Little Red Schoolhouse in Reims, France in 1945. Today, he is the last survivor to witness that surrender. And Thursday, Graziano had the chance to ride down the road that honors him and his accomplishments.
That's a great honor for them to do something like that for me. But I feel great about everybody coming and celebrating with me. I think it's a great honor.
Master Sergeant Graziano's life is the example of what it means to be a member of your community and a citizen of the United States. In Thompson, Bria Smith, WJBF, News Channel 6.
What a special day. Coming up, a South Carolina nonprofit getting a big grant. How the money will help habitat restoration projects along the East Coast. Stay with us.
Severe thunderstorm warnings continue for McCormick and Burke County. I'll have the details coming up in your 5 or 6 forecast.
Hi, ET. Hey there, Monica Christina. Coming up this week, Chef Ross joins us with a special and legendary guest, Chuck Baldwin, for a Cooking with a Cause episode, followed by a pairing with taste and some music with Ethan Stallings. Friday at 12:30.
Whenever I felt I had a question, they were all
Coming up on News Channel 6, a look at a really nice new addition to the Cyber Center. You're going to want to check this out. We'll have the details for you, plus the forecast with Miller in a moment.
Weather headlines on WJBF News Channel 6. Brought to you by Hickson Roofing. If your roof needs fixing, call Mr. Hickson.
I'm Donald J. Trump.
Really hot and humid about 2 hours ago.
Yes.
Thank you, Miller. Today was a great day, regardless of the weather, for unveiling a new piece of art at the Georgia Cyber Center. Look at that. It's so pretty. It's called Circuit Tree.
We're really incorporating our university into the city over and over and over again. This kind of marks a little bit more of that, so it's a public area where people can come and visit this and access it. We really intend to make this more of a sculpture trail, a sculpture park right here, but it really reflects in a way the mentality of what we're fusing technology and creativity and a spirit of innovation across the institution in this work.
I am thrilled to have a permanent piece here in Augusta. So I compete nationwide for sculpture on loan programs and permanent commission.
Nice work, Kirk. It looks good. What a nice event hosted by the Augusta University Arts Council in partnership with the Greater Augusta Arts Council and the Georgia Rehabilitation Institute. Coming up, Southwest sharing a video of some odd check-in items, what people try to bring with them when they fly, after the break.
I approve this message.
#1 entertainment talk show has 15 It's actually 16.
Respect.
It's a new season of Live with Kelly and Bob.
Weekday mornings at 9 on News Channel 6.
Southwest Airlines likes to share the weirdest checked items they've seen, and this video is their latest edition of that. First, it starts with a piñata and some live fish. People try to take this stuff on airplanes. Some people really needed a specific condiment to travel with them. One person checked in a bottle of hot sauce. Another person checked a tub of 37 bottles of Whataburger spicy ketchup. It must be really good. There is a lot more coverage you can count on coming up right here at 4:30, including how a punishment for high school football players led to them being injured. Deke Griffin with the details.